Solana, big things happening, a potential breakout brewing here for Salami coin. Okay, we got updates on our Mudang trade, on our Pepe trade, on our Ethereum trade as well. Let's go ahead and get straight into this. So, Solana, what is it doing right now? This is the weekly chart. Weekly chart's looking absolutely crazy. After coming down for a retest of the 200-week EMA, man, what a move. What a move for Solana. Absolutely crazy stuff. Came back up, retook the 20 and the 50-week EMAs. Bounced this week off of the 50 and 20. Crazy retest right there. We got in that trade, 162. Very nice entry point here for that. We can see the MACD on the weekly now curving up. That's a powerful signal because it's happening below the zero line. Okay, last time we got these kind of signals, well, it's pretty gosh darn rare. Let's just say that. It has been a while since we've had a bullish MACD crossover under the zero line, okay? And think about the intensity of what we're seeing right now. We had one way back here in 2022. Of course, we had this one here most recently, September 23. So it's been a while since we've had an under the zero line crossover. It's a big deal, okay? So potentially seeing a big move coming in where we see the MACD rally for weeks on end before, of course, we get an eventual bearish crossover at some point. But that's for later us to worry about, okay? Right now we're bullish. Daily chart right here, threatening a breakout. Now the daily MACD also coiling up for a potential bullish crossover. We can see there's been a bit of back and forth ever since the bottom of MACD on March here. It was not the bottom price though. We got the bottom price a bit later on, 7th of April. But still, MACD's been flip-flopping a bit back and forth, heading up towards potentially a local peak in the coming days and weeks. Does not mean that the cycle's over. Again, just look at that weekly MACD and you'll get a good idea of where we're likely going here. That being said, what are we looking at right now? Well, we have the potential, and the current candle is not looking super awesome at the time of recording the video, so here's what I want to say. If we can confirm a daily candle close, okay, above 180, ideally above probably 184, right? We did wick up to right about that level today. And we closed at 185 today, candle close, but we still have 17 hours in this daily candle to go, so a long time, right? But if we close a daily candle there, that's probably a signal that we're about to run. Now, closing above 180 in general, I think is probably going to be pretty bullish. We're at 180 right now, so let's see how the day closes out. The thing is, you got to wait for that daily candle confirmation for a confirmation of a trend breakout, okay? So 180 has been key price resistance, price support going back a long time. So that 180 level particularly is very, very key. So if we can keep the price above 180 for the daily close, looks interesting. Daily candle, though, not looking super hot. If it finishes like that, even if it finishes at 180, would not be a very great signal. So you really want this to finish around like 182, 183, 184, 185, something like that. That would be a daily candle that would say, okay, breakout potentially confirmed beyond resistance here, and we could be going higher. Now, the next local target here is up around 200 bucks. So big fat round number, but also very important area of previous price resistance, previous price support, all that kind of jazz. So if you're looking for a short-term take profit target on that, that would be where you'd want to look, okay? Now, it's not the biggest ROI trade there, so if you are trying to get that basically breakout here, so we had the 200-day EMA retest. We got the entry there at 162. I know some of you guys followed me on that. If we get the breakout here confirmed beyond 180, that could be setting us up for a bigger move. But Bitcoin's running pretty hard. You know, pullbacks are natural in the market. So if we do pull back down and we fail to maintain momentum above 180 here, and again, you got to wait for that daily candle close to really figure out what's going on here, then a retest down here of the 20-day EMA around sort of 168, 169, 170 over the next few days wouldn't be all that shocking, to be honest. But let's see if we can actually confirm this move above 180 and not just reverse it on the day, okay? So that's what we're looking at right now. If we can get this confirmed here, then you've got a trade with a first take profit target up there at 200 bucks. Next take profit levels just playing up there, 220, probably the next very interesting take profit level there for Solana on your way up, okay? So By the way, if you want to be trading Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, dog coins, penguin coins, frog coins, whatever animal you're into, you can do it over on BitUnix. Hottest place right now to be trading cryptocurrency coins. You can long the rips, short the dips, no KYC, no VPN, doesn't matter where you are, you can trade the way you want to trade, okay? They got all the hot altcoins. Link down below, you'll get 10 bucks on starting your account. You're gonna get $400 in deposit bonuses. So you deposit 1,000 bucks, you get 200 bucks back, you deposit 2,000, you get 400 back. Why not get the 400 bucks, man? That's a crazy deal. And you can get $2,000 in trading bonuses. So the more you trade, the more money you make. Pretty cool deal. Go check it out. Link down below. It's limited time offer, ends in just a few days, so hop on board. Now, our trades are still open here. Looks like our ETH trade might be getting stopped out here. That's fine. That's why we put in a stop loss. ETH has kind of been suspect for me anyway. It's like Stockholm Syndrome even trying to trade ETH anymore. ETH. Anyway, Pepe trade doing very well. We can see we've got some nice unrealized profit and loss on that, which is fantastic. Now, the take profit is higher, okay? So hopefully we can maintain some momentum, especially on these meme coins, and run this up a little bit higher. The take profit target here is 0.019. These are trading 1,000 Pepe coins. So let's see if we can get that to continue up. I've moved my stop loss up to break even here. Moodang printing very nicely. Great unrealized profit and loss there currently. Take profit is at 41 cents. We'll look at that in a second. That's a very important level. Stop loss moved up to break even. Okay. Solana in nice profits right now as well. I've got my take profit in at $200. Don't know if we get a decent breakout here on the daily confirmed. I might move it up to 220. But my stop loss moved up to break even as well here. So Moodang correcting a little bit after coming up to this key area, which is 32 cents. Now, 32 cents is very important for Moodang because, as we can see, we had resistance here, we had resistance here, we had support here, we had support here, we had support here, we had support here. So 32 cents becomes a key area of price control here for Moodang. So if we can rally above that, then things might start getting pretty spicy, and I might need to move my my take profit order up, to be honest. We'll see how it goes. This you can see as this thing moves very fast, okay? So we'll see how it goes over the next few days, moving back down to 25, 26 cents. As long as we keep this uptrend line going, would not be all that surprising, but we need to get above 32 cents. That's gonna confirm a really strong breakout here for Moodang, at which point the price probably moves pretty quickly. Pepe, beautiful rally today. Great breakout from our bullish pennant. Hitting resistance here around 0.016. I think I can keep rallying. Of course, that's a previous area of price support back in here, but I think we can keep rallying up to 0.02, if you're trading single Pepe coins. Anyway, I think that's got potential to keep running here, but let's see. I think if we have a major pullback on majors, Bitcoin and stuff like that, that meme coins will pull back likely as well. But if Bitcoin just kind of chills, then meme coins probably have a license to run a little bit here. So we'll see how that goes. ETH, bad boy ETH, struggling to get above. So our limit buy order triggered at $2,700. That's the 200-day simple moving average right here. Now, the reason I've got a pretty tight stop loss is because that's a likely area of rejection as well. And then we start talking about, well, short-term double top here for ETH. If we cannot catalyze a breakout beyond the 200-day 200-day simple moving average at $2,700, then we look at a potential double top scenario, which would see us at least coming back down to retest 2450 at the 200-day EMA, which would be the neckline here. And you either bounce there, which is a likely spot for a bounce, be 20-day and 200-day basically at the same time, or it actually confirms and you go down to $2,100. That would require a pretty broad market pullback for that to happen. ETH's not going to do that alone. If market conditions stay vaguely okay, Bitcoin just cools off for a little bit, ETH has a bit of room to run, then we can see this pushing higher. But that rejection zone here is why I'm running a pretty tight stop loss on this one, because that's a logical spot for rejection. And if it fails to gain the momentum to move over that level, then I'd rather get out of the trade and take a small hit versus leaving money in a place where I'm going to lose more money, right? So that's the general idea. Anyway, those are the trade updates. Thanks for watching. I'll see you back in the next one. Peace.